Welcome everyone to Meditation Mount and to this full moon meditation in the solar sign of Virgo when the moon is full in Pisces. So we are gathered from different parts of the world. So this may be a good time to just pause so that we can create a resonant and receptive field in which to stand together. So let's do this by taking a few gentle breaths to bring ourselves into a state of stillness and alignment. And we begin with the physical body. And we allow any tensions that we may be holding to be released, so that our body is fully relaxed. Continuing to breathe gently, we focus on our emotional body and become aware of any troublesome waves, and we allow them to subside as we breathe in a sense of calmness. And we come into equilibrium. And now we allow the mind to release any extraneous thoughts that may be swirling, so that the mind becomes clear, serene, and open. And then we step into that sacred space of the heart, where the flame of our essential divinity burns brightly, and we stand in our own sovereignty. And we link heart to heart to heart with all on this call. And we sense our hearts coming together to form the chalice of the one group heart. And we add our heart to all those other hearts, both in the individuals and groups around the world, to form an even vaster chalice which holds the promise of things to come. So standing together as a planetary service group, gathered in meditation, we form a coherent incarnational field in which something new may be born through the influence of the Virgo energies. So let's bring ourselves back into a conscious focus and reflect on what Virgo represents, so that as we enter the meditation, we enter with a knowing of the energies we're working with. So Virgo highlights the role of the feminine principle. And the feminine principle is that which births the deep dream and promise of our soul. And our soul is part of a greater planetary dream and purpose. So we're part of this vast birthing of something more whole, more glorious. And in our case, we're seeking to birth a more loving, just, and joyful world. It's said that Virgo represents the womb of time, wherein the divine promise and plan is slowly matured and brought into manifestation at the appointed time. So I'd like us to enter into the energetic field of Virgo by reflecting on an image of the Mother of the World created by the Russian artist Nicholas Roerich. And let's ponder on the generative mystery that is the feminine principle. So let's take a few moments to quietly reflect on this image and allow its power and presence to enter our heart. A direct communion with the Mother of the World. As you can see in this painting, the Mother of the World is veiled. Now there is a legend and a prophecy contained in the ageless wisdom teaching that tells of that moment at the dawn of the era of the feminine principle when she will lift her veil and reveal her true beauty and generative power. My sense is that that propitious and auspicious time is now upon us. So Virgo, as the mother, explores and reveals the mystery of birth. And Virgo supports the deep reason behind the human experience by nurturing the germ of the soul, the God within, so that this presence may manifest on earth. And it's said in the ageless wisdom teachings, and let me quote, "The genius and uniqueness of Virgo is that it produces the form as well as stimulates the life within that form. That is the role of the mother." So Virgo is one of the most significant signs in the zodiac for its symbolism. And this symbolism concerns the whole goal of the evolutionary process, which is to shield, nurture, and finally reveal the hidden spiritual reality. So it's all about bringing out from the darkness new life into the light. Because Virgo symbolizes depths, darkness, quiet and warmth. It is the valley of deep experience wherein secrets are discovered and eventually brought to light. It is the place of slow, gentle, and yet powerful crises and periodic developments which take place in the dark and yet which lead to the light. And as you know, each particular sign of the zodiac is assigned a spiritual motto that unlocks the secret that it holds. So let's ponder on the message of the soul that is included in the motto of Virgo. I am the mother and the child. I, God, I, matter, am. Let me repeat that so we can not trip up on the words, but enter in and have an experience. I am the mother and the child. I, God, I, matter, am. And whether we're living inside a male body, a female body, a transgender body, we each have inside of us both the feminine and masculine principles. Has nothing to do with outer appearance, because they represent the two poles of the spiritual magnet that is our soul. And it's this masculine, feminine poles of our soul that allow us to receive and give and partake in the eternal flow of life as co-creators. So if we are to understand that our soul magnet is a fractal of the cosmic magnet, then we understand that everything we do is taking the macrocosmic story of creation and recreating it moment by moment in the microcosm. In the Agni Yoga teachings, the source of life is called the cosmic magnet, and it's said to be dual in origin. It is a oneness containing a fusion of feminine and masculine aspects. It's how life reproduces and reveals itself. So rather than give you more explanations, in preparation for our meditation, I invite you to enter into an experience. So once again, bring your focus inside the stillness of your own universe of self, to which you are the Mother, Father, God. Enter into the cellular structure of your body and allow the substance of the feminine principle to come alive in you. Imagine yourself reaching out and touching, and then being touched by the divine feminine, so that it sings throughout your earthly body. Because it's said, as the mother lifts her veil, she begins to gently and softly sing the story of this new cycle of creation. So be the feminine and know and sense what it means to be the mother aspect. And now visualize the mother holding a child. And shift your focus and feelings into the child held in the embrace of the mother, and experience what it is to be held in the unconditional love of the mother of the world. Be the child embraced and enfolded by the love of the mother. And now bring these together and allow the two experiences to merge so that the mother and the child become one unified field, and you begin to sense the magic and mystery of birth. So let's continue to experience the feminine principle, the mother and the child vibrating and resonating in the blood and bones of our being. Let's stay for a few moments in this nurturing space. And then breathing in this deep sense of being held, we contemplate and appreciate a new felt sense of the deep meaning and significance of the motto of Virgo that we just heard a few minutes ago. Let us hear it anew and feel it anew. I am the mother and the child. I, God. I, matter, am. And with this deep knowing reverberating in our collective field, Diana will now lead us in the meditation.
Thank you, Michael. That was beautiful. The image I got was the womb as you were speaking, the womb of the mother and the dark and the stillness. in the deep silence, and awakening the feminine principle in our world, and it's happening, and you can feel it. And the peace, the abiding peace that is always there, that comes with that. So still in that frequency, in the vibration of the feminine in ourselves, no matter what our own bodies are, we all have a feminine and masculine. And allowing that feminine to awaken even more in that peace principle. Just to clarify too that tomorrow, Monday, at 4:55 p.m. in Los Angeles will be the exact time. And wherever you are in the world, we're just coming into it. So we're in that rising energy as we come to the full moon period, as we're in it now, but it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And we're in that perfect placement now as we ascend, as we rise up to meet that downpouring of light energy, the divine plan brought down into the matter. I am the mother and the child. I, God, I, matter am. Light into form, as above, so below. And we make that link. We make that link consciously. We make that link as we begin now to move into the meditation. Of course, beginning with the heart chakra today, connecting to the mother of the world and that feminine light of nature, Mother Nature, the mother of the world. And you feel yourself held in unconditional love by the light of that feminine principle, vibrating with it, recognizing yourself as mother and child, and feeling that vibration start to build in the heart chakra so that the heart feels overflowing and it begins to connect with all hearts, heart to heart to heart to heart to light to light to light to light, vibrationally interconnected, vibrationally interconnected by love. As we move into this, the equinox, which is coming just in a couple of days after the full moon. So it is a very potent time of birthing a new world with a new vision based on the feminine principle and the divine plan and love. You feel your part in all of this. Oming through your heart center now, connect to all hearts. Organizing the physical body of your physical self into this time and space by a breath. Organizing the emotional body now. With an audible om or an exhalation conscious, balancing the emotional body. and organizing the mental field now by a breath or an om, balancing the mental body. As you take your seat now in the cave center, you take your place as conscious soul, feeling that streaming of second ray vibrating through the fields of yourself and the world, held in the light of love. Feeling that awakening feminine principle within the self. In the heart of mind, in the heart of the cave center. And from the heart of the cave center, letting a line of light connect you directly to the heart of the soul, linking up. To the heart of the sun, your Shambhala, to the heart of Sirius, and as we move into the silence, we'll use this seed thought. We are a one life. Peace. Om. Peace. We are a one life. vibrating in the violet, vibrating with the mother, feeling that feminine principle, the influence in the life. Om. And allowing this energy to become memorized in your body, being at every level, clarifying, opening, healing, expanding the heart with compassion, love, peace, goodwill to all. And we'll close with the adapted version of the great invocation. You can say it with me or just listen along. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into human minds. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into human hearts. May the coming one return to earth. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide all little human wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Let's stay in this atmosphere of nurturance that we have created and been blessed with. And as we enter this new cycle, We know that all new beginnings start from the womb. So this is the appointed time of the feminine principle to help give birth to a new iteration of the promise of Gaia. So we're going to complete our group meditation with a group act of blessing, because we realize that we breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out. We receive, we give thanks, we give in blessing. So that everything that we do is part of this great circulation. We don't hold on to anything. We take it, we use it, we bless it, and we send it on its way as an act of blessing. So let's just collect ourselves, the experiences we've been through in the past 40 minutes. Let's, with our imagination and with our feelings, harness all the gifts received during our meditation. This bountiful blessing that we have received from the Mother of the world. And let us focus on the Mother, on Gaia. And this time, not just on the feminine principle, but Gaia as a complete being, a communion of masculine and feminine that, when in right relationship, gives birth to the next iteration of itself. So let us see the power and beauty of the feminine principle suffusing Gaia, calling forth new birth. Let's see this with the eyes of the heart. And before we send out 3 waves of blessing, we call upon the strength and love of the Mother of the world to be with us as we give birth to a new world in order to fulfill our spiritual destiny as Gaians. Let us send deep love to the heart of our planet and to all beings in which Gaia is home. And the new comes alive as we come alive. The new is born as we are reborn. So let us send love to all our sisters and brothers in the human family, seeing the renaissance of the spirit occurring. And as we send out love from our group heart, we hold in our awareness all living beings, both visible and invisible, that comprise the multi-dimensional ecosystem of this interlinked earth in which we all live and move and have our being. So let's bring ourselves back with a few breaths and realize that we are the bearers of new life. If the mother principle is alive in us, then we carry with us new life. And we can help quicken that new life wherever we find ourselves. So thank you, dear friends and co-workers, for your presence and participation for this full moon meditation. And as Diana said, tomorrow at 5 to 5 p.m. Pacific time is the exact time of the full moon. So that will be another opportunity for us all to stand in that deep alignment. So we bid each other farewell. Blessings from Meditation Mount, and goodbye.